stuff like in the big leagues, and I mean just the way that he's a lot of quick outs because of how much his stuff moves, and you know he's just got nasty stuff.
2 on a guy puts him in a very uncomfortable spot, and that's what he does. Yeah.
Sounds like a good recipe for success, guys. A minute ago, if you saw it, Tanner was step by. I probably should have gone with this. There you go. Thanks for joining us, guys.
I was going to say,
so good.
Well, Nick Pivetta with a 1-2-3 set. And we just heard from Tanner Houck and Garrett Whitlock. A's in that half inning.
That sweeper was filthy. It started middle of the plate.
Here comes a 1-1 to Crone. So C.J. Crone is trying to make this one when he had 28 homers.
So he's been dealing with back issues and, you know, not on the field as much.
Alex Cora got asked earlier today about Crone. Dahlbeck has had a great camp in his mind.
He hadn't had that many at-bats, so he needs to get out.
Right field through the vacant side. Here against Chris Paddock this evening.
As close as you can get with second baseman pretty much up the middle behind the mound.
By the way, we're going to have Alex Spear on in this. What those last few spots might look like.
Figuring out the bullpen. Those last couple of spots with the pen.
Yeah.
You know, do you go with one left? Lucas Licky. So, man, it's just, there's a lot of decisions.
The 1-1. That's a knee-high strike. Veteran right-hander Chase Anderson to a major league.
Right. We were thinking maybe that could be Chris Well. Well, he got option. He's not going to play away with velocity. He's going to be in the low 90s.
2-2 on the ground. Correa to his right takes the play.
Rolled a double play up the middle, so he had to work a lot up the middle, actually.
And he goes first pitch. Byron Buxton creeps in. Test him. There's 2 down.
Hit the ball far, not steal bags.
Didn't test former Gold Glove winner Byron Buxton down here in this sunshine, and we thank you. Figures to be part of perhaps a platoon. It's
definitely going to be in that lineup for his bat. If he could.
1-0 from Paddock. Line drive center field. Buxton got a great jump. And I'm Karen. I'm Mike Monaco, and we are thrilled to welcome on the great Alex.
This has been an unusual spring, partly because I had the unique privilege of being able.
As Nick Pivetta faces Matt Wallner, who's this one to center. Cedar Rafaela is back.
2 center fielders in this game. It is something else to see the jumps that both of those guys.
Buxton here, because that talent is just good for baseball.
But then the jumps that you get, he has those and he has speed. That's a pretty special combo, and that's why.
This afternoon. Yesterday we learned what the starting rotation is going to be, and things are starting to take shape. How do you see it getting sorted out here?
Haven't been in a comfortable spot.
Off the end of the bat from Willie Castro, and he's got an infield single.
We're going to be breaking camp at the rotation. Loved what they saw from Cooper Criswell. They were only running 6 to 7 deep. This is not an era in which you can, with starting experience was a big one for them. That was something I set to starters. The Snells of the world really were almost want to see how can Whitlock are. They're also obviously takers on free agent pitching. Probably didn't fit into the equation.
We re-rolled. Can you remember as youthful a starting rotation?
Buchholz and Lester and Dubrant in the rotation. Henry Owens and Eduardo Rodriguez and some other guys getting they really want to see what a full year of run
they picked up. But
Sabaus has it carom off his glove, sort of
it. But even if it doesn't hit it, you're waiting for it to hit it, and you're trying to play defensive.
About where these pitchers are coming from, right? When was the last time that the Red Sox didn't have a free agent
starters to start the season?
And moreover, with a mostly right-handed bullpen, so there's a huge area of emphasis for a number of their starters this spring.
Well, so let relief.
Yeah, Alex Cora has made pretty clear that that's where they hope to be going. Well, last year in the big leagues, and then you're probably looking at right now. But Rodriguez has activated an opt-out in his minor league deal. There are lefties out coming from other organizations.
Yeah,
this is a weird.
Yeah. Did Weiser? Well, he has a 1-1
center, and Willie Castro was off with the pitch, so he scores.
Guys who are in this competition, it's Isaiah Campbell has options. Weiser has options.
If you watch, it's actually really fun to watch him on the backfields because you can just see how it's like a magic ball.
When you want to talk about a nasty slider, Weiser too.
Absolutely
just filthy.
Field here this year. both between the way that his arm slot worked, the shape of the
by needing righties to get lefties out as well, obviously because of the pitch about it. But you're looking at a lot of righties starting to develop cutter.
That you're able to really locate in on a left-handed on a left. Pivetta is a great example of that. Last year he was getting torched by right-handed hitters through the first half. Fix his mechanics, throw harder, and then he also developed the slider.
And now you add that extra dimension, makes him a completely different pitcher in my opinion.
Yeah, completely, totally.
Sweeper at the end of May, and as he strikes out Carlos Correa,
we're hitting in the high 300s with a massive slug number against him up until strikeout. So it really repositioned his career.
All right, position player wise, how do you think it shakes out?
Organization, which can happen. C.J. Cron exercised the opt-out. That's no fault of his. That's the industry this year. But he's playing Casas, or do they want someone whose timing is
2 to Buxton, and Pivetta strikes out Buxton. So back
to your favorite ballpark. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, and much more.
So where does Jarren Duran go? And Alex Cora said yes, field as well for Jarren. With Buxton back, looking up, and it's off the wall. Throw to the plate. McGuire slides. Safe.
Great swing by Jarren Duran. A wall and take a hit away from you. Couldn't get to this one.
Well, he was here.
Listen, TC goes nowhere slowly. Put it that way.
We don't need to go into that, guys.
Yep,
Let's
okay.
just say,
We'll save it.
I'd like to thank the good people of Lee County.
Cron. Paddock's 1-0. Fouled back by Cron.
Man, he was right on that.
Again, he was saying, gets you right back on track.
Only 15 plate appearances coming into today. I'm ready. I'm getting that itch. My timing feels back. I feel like I'm in season form. Let's get out of here.
Cron. Laid off. 3-1. Cron on the and Correa ends the end.
That's Adon Rafael is in center field. Alex Cora saying today he will play. And as we talked about earlier at spring training, Duran, like Rafaela, coming over to that side. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be about the arm, and they like what he's showing again today. Is DH again today. Already has a hit. He told me he feels fine, and the key was Thursday. Said probably Monday in Texas just to be cautious. But there's no doubt, I think.
And there are a lot of moving parts in that outfield. So if it were you, and then Duran, Abreu, and Wright, Duran can.
The arm strength, I'm not a believer yet of center fielders when you're playing at Fenway. I like O'Neill in left.
Fielder, Max Kepler, after Nick Pivetta just piled up his 5th.
I mean, he challenged Royce Lewis with those fastballs middle in and up. Very hittable.
Pivetta overall last year, 4.04 ERA. And now carries this new arsenal as a change.
He's taken something from that.
Toward the seats and right down the line.
Pitcher, velocity was up. It was great. And then he had to make a couple spot starts. Not going to get one today, am I? I'm not going to get it.
Not happening
this season.
Wasn't thrilled when he went to the bullpen. For Nick Pivetta, who's fanned 4 in a row.
Yeah, that's just the old hammered past bats, and then this one just starts letter high and ends up at the ankles.
It is the most used secondary for Nick Pivetta. Here's Christian Vasquez, who gets a fastball to start. Pivetta threw his curveball left drive line and all their pitching expertise in the offseason before last year.
I remember facing like Barry Zito and guys with big curveballs.
0-2. Vasquez takes. Full arsenal for Pivetta. 2-2. And that he said.